For an offensive system for your team is the most basic offensive system called the 4-2, okay? That's going to be 2 setters and 4 hitters. And your setters are always going to be front row, okay? Which limits your offense, ability because you're only going to have 2 hitters to hit the ball. However, if your team is just starting out and your team's not understands the transition game, then you want to just start off very fundamentals and having your setter set in the front row. Okay, so what I'm doing is getting them started. This is our setter. Okay, she's in the front row. She's just rotated the front row. This is our middle, and this is our outside hitter. And so the way that we want to set up our 4-2 to start is we have serve receive. And remember, so we want to go ahead and we want to stack left. So yeah, so she's got to move. So you can come off here. Okay. But we can't, you guys can't, you can't be in front of her. And so as soon as that ball is served, setter's got to be on the net first, okay? Setter's going to be on the net first. And as soon as that ball is served, you're going to go ahead and release on over and release to the middle. Now, one thing that we want to start with is actually come on back over to make it much more simpler. So all I'm going to do is have you're going to hit on the right and you're going to hit on the left. Okay, so stay there. So to begin with, it's much easier to go ahead and have your setter just release to the middle of the court. Go ahead, ball is served. You guys are passing. Boom. Yeah, there you go. And now our setter can set to the back or she can set to the front. Okay? A lot of times this is good because if the ball gets pushed all the way over to the side, a setter might not have the strength to push it over here, so she can go to the back. If the ball gets pushed over here, she can go over here. The other part of it too is if you set in the middle, you've got to be much more controlled and skilled. Location becomes much more important because the hitter's coming faster. So there's more room for error. But when you have a higher set, you have less, you've got no problem. There's less room. So you have an opportunity to take that ball, throw it high, and let them go track it. So when we talk about a 4-2, our options are, let's go ahead. You're setting. Good. We're setting to the outside. Okay. Or we're setting to the back. And so in that situation, again, what our calls might be would be like a 53 or a 5. Okay. Or a C3 or just a C or anything else that you want to come up with calling that ball. Okay. And so those are your options. The other option too is you always have a setter front row. So that allows the setter to always be in a position to dump the ball, take the ball over on the second ball, okay? And so a lot of times you can teach your setter as well, if there's nothing there, if I can't get my hands on the ball or if the ball's passed too tight, I can get up and just tip the ball over right into the donut, right into the middle, okay? Good, okay? Or try to just take the ball back deep, back to the corners, okay? Or back to one of those corners.